As we inch closer to the All-Star break, the Phillies are inching closer to first place in the National League East, so you better have your appetite when you come out to the ballpark as they take on the Washington Nationals. It's game 2 of this 4-game series between the Phils and the Nats. All right, so against the division, the Phillies, who started out toward the bottom of the division when it comes to playing the teams in the East, they are creeping closer to the 500 mark, now 13-16 against teams within the division. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy, along with Ben Davis. Yeah, it's nice to see the Phillies creeping closer to 500 against the division because there's so many games left against the teams in the National League East. And if they are going to win the division or qualify for the postseason, they're going to need their offense to keep on swinging like they did last night, like Maikel Franco and Rhys Hoskins.
And you love to see it at the top of the lineup, and Rhys Hoskins getting on base, driving in runs. Cesar's been good, and Rhys Hoskins has been really good. But Maikel Franco has really been resilient in the last couple games. He's driving the ball using all fields. He's getting pitchers' mistakes and not missing them. That's what you have to do at this level. You're only going to get a couple of games from these big league pitchers. Right now, Maikel is doing his job and going line to line. Now, Rhys Hoskins, what else can you say about him since his return from the disabled list? Just putting balls in play, good things happen. He also is using the whole field. We saw a home run the other night to right field. This one last night, he gets himself into a good 2-0 count and takes Ryan Madson up top, and that put the Phillies up 4-1 at the time. Both these guys have been excellent.
Well, it's the first time that Rhys Hoskins has hit a home run that has not given the Phils the lead or tied a ball game, and they certainly needed that last night. So 345 in his last 14 games with 5 doubles and 6 home runs, 15 runs batted in. So that is nice to see. Let's hope it continues tonight. They take on Eric Fetty, who did not pitch badly against the Phillies the last time he was out on the hill. Fetty will be opposed by Nick Pivetta. 17th start for Nick. He's 4-6 with an ERA of 4.06, looking for his first win in about a month. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider, according to speedtest.net. By Toyota. Save on the Toyota Camry, Corolla, RAV4, and Highlander this Independence Day. By Citizens Bank, official bank of the Phils. Visit citizensbank.com. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at IBX.com. Night of baseball. The Phils and the Washington Nationals. Phillies are 2 games out of the National League East. Meanwhile, the Nationals are 4 games back in the National League East behind the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are taking on the St. Louis Cardinals tonight. They actually begin a stretch of really difficult games, kind of like the Phillies had for the last month, as Nick Pivetta is getting set to face the Nationals for the 3rd time this year, his former team. We take a look at our Lowe's whole team together. And the Phillies at home this year, they have one of the best records in all of baseball, 26-13. Their winning percentage is second only to the Giants in the National League. The Cubs are in 3rd, then the D-backs and the Brewers. That's been a huge reason why the Phillies have done what they have done this year, is because they've played well here at home. And for a couple of years, Ben, they were playing so-so here at home.
Yeah, they've been really, really good. And that's part of the reason the Phillies are in the position they're in. I would like to see them a little bit better within their own division.
Getting there, though.
They're getting there. 13-16 overall.
There's Gabe Kapler. Let's take a look at the Nationals lineup tonight, brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider, according to speedtest.net. All right, so this is kind of like the lineup in Game 2 last week in D.C., with Adam Eaton leading it off and then Bryce Harper batting 3rd. So he shifts from the leadoff spot down to the number 3 spot. Anthony Rendon is still in there. He plays every day over at 3rd base. Good numbers against Pivetta, 4 for 8 with 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in. Now for Nick, he has not won since the 21st of May against Atlanta. Since that time, he's 0-4. The team is 1-5 with an ERA of 5.46. A couple of times he pitched well. In fact, I thought he was pitching well against the Nats last time, and then the rain came.
Yeah, and that kind of threw him for a funk. He was the Nats' 4th-round pick back in 2013. Everyone knows he was traded for Jonathan Papelbon. 4-pitch pitcher, predominantly fastball and curveball.
All right, so he'll face Adam Eaton to start things off. There's Bryce Harper, who's batting 3rd tonight, so he's in the hole behind Trey Turner. He had a tough night last night, 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. The foot is sore, but he's okay. So here's Adam Eaton, 289 hitter, 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Missed all of last year, just about all of last year with a knee injury. And the first pitch of the night is upstairs. We're underway, and the count is 1-0. Eaton was acquired by the Nationals from the Chicago White Sox, was an excellent pickup 2 years ago. But he relies on his legs an awful lot. And the fact that he's had 2 leg injuries over the last year, it's hampered him.
Yes, it has. And I watched the first couple groups down on the field today for the Nats take BP. His BP, believe it or not, was the most impressive.
1 ball, 1 strike. Outside, 2-1. Just pulling home runs?
No, it was the first 3 rounds. He was predominantly up the middle with line drives or straightaway shortstop line drives. Last round, he started to go. He went off the AT&T sign right above the 2nd deck. It was pretty impressive.
High fastball, 2-2. Well, Ben, I have to say the 2 fastballs that he has swung at, he's not even close.
No.
And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouled it back. 94 on that fastball. Eaton was a pinch hitter. Last night's ball game was 0 for 1. Nice catch by the net.
Yes.
That was a 94-mile-an-hour 2-seamer. Curveball broke his bat, looped it out to right. That'll be in for a base hit. This pitch that was kind of left up in the zone. So a leadoff single, and that'll bring Trey Turner up. Speaking of Trey Turner, here's our Geico quote of the day on the National struggles. We're getting guys on base, but we haven't really been getting them in. And obviously, that's the step. We're not losing a ton for the most part, but that's the difference in the game. They're getting those hits, and we're not. So we discussed their runners in scoring position numbers, how they've tailed off this year compared to years past. As Turner takes outside. Dave Martinez in his first year. Not his first year in the big leagues as a coach, so he kind of understands the ebbs and the flows. The ebbs and the flows are pretty high right now, though, because Turner's just given the Nats a 2-0 lead. That is his 9th home run of the year, his 2nd career home run against Pavetta.
You get yourself in a good hitter's count. Pretty much know a fastball's coming. 1-0 the first inning. He didn't miss it. Take a look at our PJ Wheelahan's pitch cast. Yeah, that's one you want to hit. Good swing there, head down on it. Really drove that baseball.
So 2-0. Nationals on top. 9 home runs now. 29 runs batted in for Turner. 404 feet was the distance. And here's Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Harper 19 home runs, 46 runs batted in. The 19 home runs leads the National League. Two. Gotta just stay with it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Andrew Knapp calls a good game. I mean, I think he sees it too.
Well, he completely missed his spot and got away with it. Pitch supposed to be up and in. It was up in the middle.
You're going to go fastball in. Well, that's good decision making right there by the catcher to get the pitcher to kind of follow suit, because Harper wasn't even close to those pitches.
He swung hard, harder, and hardest. See where Andrew's set up. He hits the spot.
So 1 away, and here's Rendon, who was 1 for 4 with a strikeout in last night's ball game. Fouls it away, and it's 0-1. Boy, he packs a powerful punch, as Anthony Rendon.
Yeah, not huge in stature, but he's got some bat speed.
Out to left field. That's hit pretty well. And it's going to stay in the yard, hit the base of the wall, and Rendon will pull into second base with his 22nd, his league leading 22nd double of the year. That's also his 10th double in the month of June. That leads the Nationals, who have had some horrific numbers by some of their individuals. Rendon's not one of them. He's hit 300 in the month of June.
He's now 5 for 9 off Nick Pavetta.
Yeah, with 3 extra base hits. Juan Soto, 6 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Fly ball left center field. On the run is Hoskins. It's over his head and out of the ballpark. A 2-run opposite field home run, and it's now 4-0 Nationals. Folks aren't even in their seats yet, some of them, and Phillies are already down by a 4 spot.
We talked about his at bat off Aaron Nola last night in the 8th inning. It was some kind of special. He just carries it over to tonight's ball game. He's up there at first pitch hacking. This is a strong 19-year-old. I mean, a really strong 19-year-old.
And now Mark Reynolds It was made to look fairly silly last night by Sir Anthony Dominguez's sliders. 1 ball, no strikes. Fly ball to right field. Cousins going back. He does have room. And there are 2 outs. That'll bring Defoe up. Breaking ball, that's a good one. Another good breaking ball, 0-2. The runs that Pavetta's allowed tonight here in the first inning give him 11 first inning runs this year. That's the second most of any inning that he has pitched in. Out towards shortstop, nobody's there. Kingery has it, but no throw. And Defoe has an infield single. And here is Spencer Keyboom. Ball, no strikes to Keyboom. He's the number 8 hitter in this inning. Two and 0. Rick Kranitz heading out to the mound. You kind of have to nip this in the bud. I mean, 4-0 in the first. That's a pretty big hole, yeah. But you can dig out of that.
I don't think this is a you're making good pitches kind of talk. I think Craney was out there with a purpose.
Seven home runs allowed in the last 5 games for Pavetta. At a fastball, and it's 2-1. Outside, 3-1. All right, let's see if he can make a pitch here. He's got the pitcher on deck next. A pitcher that does not have a whole lot on his resume from an offensive standpoint. Fouled away. It's 3-2.
Kind of an odd setup for Keyboom, isn't it?
It is. I think it's. I mean, I could be way wrong with this, but I think you have to have a lot of bat speed in order to get it to work.
Hand strength.
Had a heck of a career at college at Clemson. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Pivetta, but the Nats score 4 runs. 2 2-run home runs. We go to the bottom of the first. Nats 4, Phillies nothing. Let's take a look at the Phillies lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider according to speedtest.net. Cesar leads it off, and then Rhys Hoskins and Odubel Herrera. Carlos Santana, his walk rate, as we mentioned yesterday, is remarkable. More walks than strikeouts for Carlos. His walk rate is the second best in Major League Baseball. And they will face Eric Fetty. Fetty 0-3 with an ERA of 5.32. He's one of their top pitching prospects, yeah. Ben. He's got good stuff. 97 is where he tops off with his fastball. He's got an excellent cutter. Yeah, but he hasn't picked up a victory yet.
No, he has not, and he's a big Max Scherzer prodigy. Max talks to him more than anybody, really, just even during the game, even games he's pitching in.
Yeah, we talked about that the last time we faced him, that Max has kind of taken him under his wing. 2 balls and no strikes to Cesar. Cesar 268 with 8 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Shows bunt, takes a strike, 2-1. Scherzer obviously has way better stuff than Fetty and a different motion. But I think what Max has been able to do is point out some of the nuances of the game and pass them on.
Yeah, I don't think Max is saying pitch like me, because no one has that Max Scherzer type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Fetty does this because of Scherzer. I mean, his hands go toward his head like Scherzer does. But it's, you know, it's more what to expect in this situation, what to expect in that situation.
You can kind of equate it to, you know, back when I would play with Tony Gwynn. You know, obviously you can't do what Tony Gwynn can do, but he would offer you bits of information that could possibly help you out. What would be good for your particular game?
They think a lot of Scherzer. I mean, Scherzer was in the room during draft day. Opposite way, that'll be in for a base hit, and it's kicked by Soto. He was so in between whether he was going to dive for it or play it on a hop. That hop had some extra topspin on it, and the Phils have a runner in scoring position.
Take advantage of the defense's mistakes. Obviously, it would be great if the Phillies get all 4 runs back here, T-Mac. But just scratch out 1. Give me 1 run minimum. Right off the elbow. This is not off his throwing elbow.
First error of the year for Soto. Goes down as a single E7.
It's an excellent piece of hitting there by Cesar. That pitch was down and away. That was a tough pitch.
Well, what startled me is when I looked up and saw that Soto was playing him in a little bit. Farther in than I thought. No balls and 1 strike to Rhys. Outside. Reese 0 for 2 against Fetty. Inside, 2-1.
Just opening up in the last couple pitches, and the arm is just dragging. He's not giving his arm a chance to catch up. That's why he keeps missing everything high inside to Reese.
Well, there's the slider, which he has generally thrown about 3 or 4% of the time. There's the cutter, as we said, second most. 24%. Up the third base line. Rendon has it. Five-3 of the putout and one away here in the first. And that'll bring Odubel to the plate. Odubel 0 for 3 last night, 0 for his last 16. He's kind of slid into one of those funks again faster than usual. Usually when he goes into these streaks, and he is a streaky hitter, he'll be long term. And he was out of it, and now is kind of fallen back into it. Fetty is 25 years old, out of Las Vegas. High school teammate of Bryce Harper and of Harper's brother. Went to UNLV. In the air to right center field. Going back on it is Eaton. He's going to have room. And he'll make the catch. Cesar will tag and go. That one was just, I think, down toward the handle a little bit, Ben.
But I think that's a shame Reese not able to get Cesar to third base. Obviously, that would have been a sac fly and a run score. But I think Odubel thought he got this. I mean, he walked it off out of the box like he's going in an upper tank. Gets the good one to hit. You see that right off the end.
Off the end of the bat. He must have thought he got it because the bat's still in his hand. Drastic overshift on for Santana with Rendon in at third.
"26 walks in June."
Yeah. Walked in with Carlos today. Told him we were talking about his bat and all the pine tar. And we sat and chatted for a little while before we went our separate ways. I think he had heard some of the conversation last night just from rewatching the game. And he contends about an ounce of weight is put on the bat with the pine tar that he uses. Said he doesn't think it's much more than that. So what did you say it was? 33 and a half, 32 and a half?
I think it would be 2 ounces more.
No, but you said his bat was
3.5, 2.5. Yes.
Yeah. Inside, ball 4, so he walks again. That puts runners on first and third for Scott Kingery.
Number 27. So 33.5-inch bat, 32.5 ounces.
Yeah.
So that would really bring it up to 33.5 ounces, which I'm just thinking it's more. But hey, if he says it's just an ounce more, you gotta believe him. That's where the guys behind Carlos maybe need to start picking it up a little bit more, because if they're not getting hits behind them, Carlos is not going to be seeing a whole lot of pitches to hit. He'll just keep taking his walks, and the pitchers know that. If he's going to take his walk, I'm not going to give him anything hit, because the guys behind him aren't getting the hits right now. So if they can start to pick it up, you're going to see an increase in Carlos's offense. I can guarantee that.
0-2 to Kingery. Off the hands, over toward third. Rendon throws out Kingery. The Phils leave a couple here in the first inning. No runs, 1 hit. There was 1 Washington error. We go to the second. It's the Nats 4, the Phillies nothing. It's the Nationals. It's a 6:05 first pitch. So come out, get your tickets, see some good baseball. Go to Phillies.com. Purchase them now. Ben will be on the roundtable tonight, so he'll get a chance to see the fireworks.
I'll give you a scouting report tomorrow.
Appreciate that. Eric Fetty leads things off here in the top of the second. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Fetty is 0 for 5 this year. And now 2-1. Mentioned that Nick has not won since the 21st against Atlanta. 5.46 ERA since then. Oh, 0-3 in June. Team is 1-4 in June in his outings. He told some great stories the other day going into the national game, and I talked to him about it the other day, about when he was in junior college. How his one coach would yell out if their tempo was really slow, because I think he works quickly. Off the hands, left of the mound, picked up by Pivetta, and he paced himself to throw him out. That was a nice play.
That was a nice play.
He said he had one coach that would yell out if somebody was pitching slow, "It's boring." He said I think he said it was his head coach used to come out if a guy was pitching slowly, and he would bring sunblock out for the infielders. He had a huge smile on his face when he was telling the story, but it's amazing those are the things that you remember.
I sense your sarcasm here, Coach. Oh, really? Because I've laid it on pretty thick.
I thought that was great, though. Adam Eaton singled his first time up. He came around to score on the 2-run home run by Trey Turner, the first of 2 homers in that first. And it's 1-0. .295. Been really good fastball for Pivetta. I mean, velocity wise, is it just getting too much of the plate? Is that what it is at times? Not all the time, but at times.
And that's not, forget, this is, I know that the Nats have struggled offensively this season, but
it's a pretty good pitch there.
Get over there.
Pivetta has to hurry and does.
But their reputation from past experience, these guys can swing it. There's a lot of guys in this lineup that have put up some really good offensive numbers. The resume speaks for themselves, and if they get good pitches, they're not going to miss it. Take a look at your Toyota turning point. Here's Trey Turner, and 1-0 pitch. I mean, that's just a pitch that catches way too much. It's middle on the plate. Put the Nats up 2-0. But you get a good hitter's count. There's another pitch right down Broadway. Very aggressive is his team on early pitch, early count fastballs. And they don't miss them. They're your Toyota turning points.
Well, Turner, his home run was his 9th. It's his 3rd hit in the series. He has scored 3 runs. And a bit inside, 1-0. That had some good sink on it.
One of the more awkward swings you're ever going to see, 2-0.
Outside ball 4. And that will bring Harper up. First walk on the latest edition of Rube Knows. Ruben Frank dissects the Birds' underrated offensive line, breaks down Nick Foles' truly remarkable postseason run, and Barrett Brooks stops by to discover his true self. The Rube Knows podcast, available on Apple, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Harper struck out his first time to the plate.
On 3 consecutive fastballs, swung at all 3 of them. That ball is in Andrews' mitt before he's even make an attempt there. That's 4 fastballs in a row. He swung at all 4 of them and has not made contact.
Yeah. Fouls it away. 0-2.
6 in a row.
And a breaking ball, and Paul Nart just felt like that was too high. PJ Wheelahan's pitch cast, and Harper got away with it. Boy, that took more of the strike zone than I thought. Two and 2. It's a shame. You make a good pitch against a good hitter.
You got to have it.
There it goes. Pitch fouled away, and it remains 2-2. I'm surprised Turner didn't take off earlier. Turner goes again. Pitch is taken high. Throw to second base is not in time. And Turner with his 22nd stolen base of the year. And now it's 3-2 to Harper.
Just nothing, and I mean nothing, Andrew Knapp can do. Gets rid of it quickly.
'26 and 23 pitches so far. That outside ball 4.
Look how many extra pitches he's got to throw now because of that missed third strike.
And I think at this point, Rendon's a tougher hitter. At least recently he is. In the month of June,
without a doubt.
Harper's under 200. Rendon's at 300. And Rendon takes low. 1 ball, no strikes. Bullpen's starting to stir somewhat. Guys are stretching their legs. You would think somebody's going to get up soon. Maybe Austin Davis, Yaxel Rios, one of the two. Oh, it is Yaxel. Curveball. Fastball hit in the air to right center field. That is well struck. Cousins going back to the wall, and it is gone. A 3-run opposite field home run. And it's now 7-0 Nationals.
You still have to execute pitches, but it's a shame that called third strike again to Harper. It comes back to bite him. Talk about having someone's number.
Yeah. 2 for 2 tonight. Double and a home run.
Now 6 for 10 with 4 extra base hits career off Nick Pivetta.
Yoxell continues to throw in the pen.
Nick just really fighting himself out there. He just doesn't seem to be free and easy. It's like he's a little rigid out there tonight.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to be too perfect.
Little dribbler up the first base line. Soto runs well. Pavetta's not going to get him. That'll be an infield hit. There's nothing he could really do about that. Once he fielded it, he had very little angle. I mean, if he could have planted immediately, but his momentum was carrying him too far.
Looks like he was planning on throwing it on the other side of Soto. That's going to be it for Nick Pivetta. He gets to it if he can stop right there,
right,
but he's
exactly.
going to throw it on the other side. You're risking throwing it right into the runner's back.
Well, that's it for Pivetta. So he'll exit. Tough night for the young right-hander. 7 runs on 7 hits. Yoxell Rios is coming on. We'll be back right after this. Super Seat Big Shot Chair. With just one click, you'll have your chair assembled and delivered right to your desk free of charge. Visit WBMason.com to order yours today while supplies last. Nobody does it better than who? But WB Mason. Well, a tough day for Nick Pivetta. 7 runs so far, responsible for Juan Soto at first. And
Mark Reynolds takes a strike from Yaxel Rios.
Trials and tribulations of a starting pitcher. Got to wait 5 more days, or actually longer than that with the off day, to do it again.
Oh, 0-2. Yaxel with good extension through that fastball. 4.35 earned run average. Must have been a tad high. There goes the runner. Pitch is taken for a strike 3 called. So Rios comes on and gets Mark Reynolds. 3 more runs scored on a home run by Anthony Rendon. Middle of the 2nd.
Cousins will lead off for the Phils. Cousins making his 4th start since being called up to the big leagues, and he had an inkling he might get a chance to start tonight, and he's starting out in right field because he has a history with Erick Fedde. It's a guy that he has seen before. In fact, earlier this year, back on May 2nd, as a member of the Iron Pigs, he met Fedde, and well, he met him with this, an opposite field home run early in the game, and then in another at bat later in that game, why not go the other way and pull one to right center field? 2 home runs for Dylan Cousins off of Fedde. I asked him today, I said, you get a chance to start against a guy that, well, you obviously have a little bit of a comfort level with, and he said, it's a little bit easier. Obviously he's got good stuff, and you just have to be prepared for every at-bat. He said, but he's been working very hard in the cage, and he does feel like knowing Erick Fedde a little bit will give him a little bit more comfort as he steps into the batter's box tonight, guys.
Yeah, you saw those numbers, 3 for 7. He also had a double. It was last year, an opposite field double. There's no doubt that Cousins can hit a fastball, and both those pitches that he hit for home runs, the first one was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Fedde, and the other one was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. That ball was scalded, and Cousins is thrown out by Trey Turner.
The exit velo on that one.
Yeah, 6-3 on the putout. It was Rob Thompson that alerted Gabe, I guess it was a couple days ago, just about Cousins against Fedde, that he had a couple home runs this year, and that's all scouting. I mean, that's important to get those numbers and look at them, and Rob's been so good with that, obviously, in all his years with the Yankees and now the Phils.
He's on top of it. Exit velo on that one, 113. Ball was cooked.
Yes, it was. In that game against Fetty, he had the 2 home runs, and then he struck out, and then he hit a 3rd home run in that ball game. Not against Fetty, but he had 3 home runs in that game against the Iron Pigs. 1 ball and no strikes to Maikel Franco. 10 home runs, 38 runs batted in. And he takes inside, 2-0. Two and one. Off the plate, over to third. Rendon charges, picks it and throws. 2 outs.
Kidding me? He is some kind of good over there.
He is. And the unfortunate thing for him is that he's probably not going to win a Gold Glove with Nolan Arenado at third base for the Rockies.
Just thought this ball has a chance to kick up on him, but he gets to it just in time to get the short hop. That's key. And then he works through the ball. He doesn't come back with his glove. He works through the ball. Good footwork there.
Knapp takes inside. Inside, 2-1. That one smoked into the alley in right center field. Harper will cut it off on 1 hop. Knapp's on his way to second. The throw is wide, and he's there. I don't think Harper expected him to go to second base. I mean, maybe he did. It just wasn't a good throw.
Well, thankfully for Andrew Knapp, it wasn't a good throw because it throws on the bag. Andrew's out, and then you're stuck with the Axel leading off next inning. But his aggressiveness pays off. Ball scores here. Give Harper credit for getting to this.
Oh yeah, he did. He did have something on it.
It's just offline.
Oh, and 2 to Yaxel.
Give him a fastball.
And Yaxel strikes out. That's the first strikeout for Fetty. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left at second base. We go to the third. Phillies down 7-0. question, log on to Phillies.com. Go to the fan section for all the information, and please submit your answer on the subject line. Ben, the question is, which two Phillies pitchers led the National League in wins one year and losses the next? Wins one year and losses the next. The answer will be revealed a little later on.
I have a pretty good idea on one.
Ben, I wish you good luck on that
one. Wins 1 year, losses the next.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Two.
Is one left-handed?
One is left-handed. Yep. Yippers. There's Defoe to lead off the third against Yaxel Rios. On in relief of Nick Pivetta, who went an inning in 2/3, 7 hits and 7 runs. Earlier this year, he allowed 6 runs in 1 inning against the Nats.
He's throwing fireballs.
Yaxel? Yeah. One and two. Just a bit outside. Yaxel thought it was there. That was a slider at 85. Take a look at PitchCast presented by PJ Wheelahans. That was off the plate. Bounced foul. Phillies have a somewhat rested bullpen, particularly from a long man standpoint. Probably without Sir Anthony Dominguez tonight. Just logically, you think about 2 innings and then the 2/3 of an inning last night. Popped him up. Maikel Franco casually settles under it. And 1 away. Spencer Keyboom is coming up. The 2018 Camping World MLB All-Star Ballot is now open and exclusively online. Make sure your favorite Philadelphia Phillies are represented on this year's squad by voting at Phillies.com/vote. Catch all the excitement of the 89th MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard. July 17th, live on Fox. I think there's a pretty good chance that Max Scherzer will be the starting pitcher in this year's All-Star Game for the National League. Pretty good chance. Ball at 1 strike. 2-1. out to right field, playable for Cousins. And Dillon makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring Fetty up. He'll ground it out to Pivetta his first time up. We saw Dylan Cousins play the outfield against the Cubs earlier this year. He hasn't gotten many opportunities because of the injury. You know, he was injured early on that one game where he's playing right field. He moves pretty well out there. He
does.
We knew how good of an athlete he was coming in.
For his size, you could never use the term lumbering. I mean,
No.
he can move. He's a large human.
Cesar over toward the second base bag, curls. And a 1-2-3 third inning for Yaxel Rios. Middle of the third coming up. The Phillies trail at 7-0. Top of the order. Lead it off. Photo or video with hashtag hats off for heroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans. July 4th right around the corner, Ben.
Yes, it is.
Started the holiday weekend. Carries over.
A lot of traffic today, T-Mac. A lot of traffic.
Everybody heading down to the shore. Fetty finishing up his warm-up tosses will face Cesar Hernandez, Rhys Hoskins, and Odubel Herrera here in the bottom of the third inning. Speaking of the 4th of July, we'll be here against the Baltimore Orioles. A little interleague play. It's a 4:05 first pitch. A salute to veterans presented by Toyota. Arrive early for a special pregame ceremony honoring our nation's vets. Go to Phillies.com to purchase your tickets. And Cesar takes a strike. It's 0-1.
So do you Garden Staters take umbrage to us Keystone Staters coming down to your beaches?
No, more the merrier. Just keep spending your money. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
You don't feel like we're using you just for your beaches, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. With the dirt 1-2. I was down there today. It was quite active down in Ocean City.
Did you have your tool belt on?
I did. And I kept going back to the hardware store to find more tools. I have a sort of an abbreviated toolbox down in Ocean City, so there were certain tools that I needed that were not there, so I had to go out and get them.
Why don't you bring them with you?
That's a good question. 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2. Got the job done, though, Ben.
That's all that counts. Never doubt my mind, partner.
I had several. Another one fouled off. It remains 3-2. Another hook from Fetty.
3-2 breaking ball, 7-0 in the third. The leadoff.
Game's different.
Apparently.
I mean, honestly, I keep thinking that you have to change your thoughts sometimes. You know what I mean? I just think you have to change it.
I throw 95. I'll take my chances.
I agree. There's 95. That's low. Cesar is aboard for the second time. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your local Chevrolet dealers. Phillies have a Chevrolet Malibu that's here at the ballpark over the first base side as you come in and out of the ballpark. It's a beauty of a car. Check it out if you come to the ballpark. Bright red like our shirts tonight. So here's Hoskins, who grounded out. And he fouls it. I was talking to Reese today. I saw a tweet from the great Jim Salisbury last night that Reese was finally able to have a cheeseburger after breaking his jaw. And he told me today, he said, yeah, I've had a couple. He said, the big day is Sunday. And I said, what's that? He said, I'm going to go out for a steak.
Nice.
So since he broke his jaw up until the last few days, he's had to eat mostly soft food. Pasta, some eggs, but nothing chewy. Like a nice piece of steak.
That is something to look forward to.
Yes. Two and one. He alluded to some of the riders that he may keep wearing the mask the way it is, the face guards, both sides. I mean, part of it is superstition. Part of it is comfort. Inside 3-1. Got us thinking today about some of the former players that wore face guards. And I brought up Ellis Valentine from the Expos. He was one of the first ones that I remember. His was more of a, remember the old football helmets like let's say Roger Staubach used to wear with the two bars.
Like the kickers wear now.
Yes. Swing at this. He wore a half of that. Dave Parker wore an old style hockey mask that had painted gold and black. And he also wore the face mask that some of the running backs used to wear on his Pirates helmet when he was trying to protect himself. Evans fouled at the plate. I had thought that Ellis Valentine wore the same mask that the players wear now, but if my research is correct, Terry Steinbach, Kevin Seitzer, those guys were the ones that wore it. And I could be wrong. There could be others. I really thought Ellis Valentine wore it with the Expos and with the Mets. But I thought I think Kevin Seitzer, Terry Steinbach, those were the guys. Terrence Long. Remember Terrence Long?
T-Long. Play with T-Long.
Out to center field. That's well hit. Harper, though, is there, and he'll make the catch. Nice swing at a line drive, but one out. And Odubel Herrera will be the hitter.
Hey, Tom, I thought Reese's quote when they asked him whether or not if he was going to continue to wear that helmet, whether it was for comfort or if it was because he's superstitious and he's swinging the bat well, and he said, yes. That was his answer, yes.
Yeah, that's what Jim Salisbury was saying today. It was kind of a funny answer. Hey, if it's working,
whatever works.
Why not?
Especially if it's just not flat out not comfortable. Obviously, you change it up, but.
To the right side, and Odubel is going to hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Side is retired here in the third. We'll go to the fourth. Phillies down 7-0.
Ember Moon is in the house here in Philadelphia. Everybody was excited to see you come out today and throw out that first pitch. And, well, first of all, welcome to Philadelphia. Welcome back to Philadelphia, I should say. I know you've been here before. You wrestled here in this city before. What's it like to wrestle in front of these fans?
It's amazing. Philadelphia is one of my favorite cities. They are diehard, not only WWE fans, but sports entertainment fans as a whole. So this is like coming to home, if you will.
You know, you're going to be here in Philadelphia next week for, obviously, for a big event for the WWE. It's got to be exciting. You're, I don't want to call you the new girl on the block, but one of the new faces, certainly, that is wrestling. It's got to be exciting as you kind of work your way in and make a name for yourself.
Yeah, going from NXT Women's Champion to a brand new member of the Raw roster. Definitely, I'm starting over. Definitely, I'm proving myself all over again. But I rise to the challenge every time. That's what I do.
That's right. You're a champion once. You're going to maybe be a champion again. That's the goal, right?
Of course, always.
Tell us a little bit about the nickname War Goddess, because I think it's one of the coolest nicknames around. Where'd you get that?
Before I got to WWE, my moniker was the Wrestling Goddess, but I wanted to put a little spin on that. You know, I was always a big fan of like medieval times and stuff like that, but what goes with Ember Moon? War. I'm ready to go to war all the time, and I'm ready to win at war. So it's an ode to my indie moniker, but also a new beginning as well. A
new beginning. I like that. All right, well, we got a chance to see you down on the field today. First of all, you know, you perform in front of fans all over the world, but any nerves today when you went out there to throw that first pitch?
Yes, of course. Who wouldn't be nervous throwing a ball in front of all of these Phillies fans, especially to the Fanatic?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, he was like world-renowned in his own right. It was just an amazing experience, and I'm so happy and so thrilled that you guys had me here today. Like, and I hope this is the first of many.
Well, I'll tell you what, you look very natural out there on the mound, and so I wanted to ask you, what's the athletic background? Obviously, you have to be an athlete to do what you do, obviously.
Of course, gymnastics. I played softball for years in high school, tennis, soccer. I've done it all. I really have.
What can WWE fans expect going forward from Ember Moon?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit more mystique, a little bit more mystery, if you will, but every time you can expect me to be hard-hitting, fast, energetic, ecstatic. I am going to be, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm worthy of the Raw Women's Championship.
I'm getting pumped up right now as we get a foul ball go right over our heads. Yeah, no, we're safe. We're okay. What do you want to tell the folks prior to next Friday night about the event on Friday night?
Next Friday night we're at the Wells Fargo Center. I'm in a tag match with Natalya Neidhart and also everyone's favorite hugger Bailey, but we are facing the devious and ruthless Riot Squad. But you know what? I know if we get our heads together, we're going to pull it out, and you guys can see it at the Wells Fargo Center next week.
Absolutely. We look forward to it. Ember, thanks for taking a couple minutes with us. Best of luck as you continue down your journey in the WWE.
Thank you so much.
Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Murph, thank you very much. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Adam Eaton. WWE night here at the ballpark as Eaton pulls that one down the right field line. Foul. It was part of the theme night packages that you could purchase, discount tickets. Here is Ember's move, the Eclipse.
It'd be cool if she did that to Murph right now. I don't mean that, Murph.
That is her signature move. Phillies high, 3-2. It was a two-seam fastball. Anyway, part of the theme night package was a cool T-shirt that the fans received by purchasing those. Outside ball 4. So Eaton walks on base for the second time, and that brings Trey Turner up. Turner's homered and walked. He has scored a couple runs, driven in 2. These pitches are just missing.
He's getting a lot of run on that. I'd like to see maybe Andrew set more on the plate because he's thrown it to the mid. It's just Andrew set up too far off the inside corner.
Over toward the hole, base hit for Trey Turner, and that puts runners on first and second with nobody out. Bryce Harper's coming up.
Turner's getting himself in some good counts, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
1-0 fastball. His first at bat, 3-1, and he walks, and then 3-1 count this at bat.
All right, now Harper walked and scored his last time up. It was a pivotal at bat. It sent Pivetta to the showers, even though it looked like he had him struck out.
Yeah.
And then he wound up walking, and Rendon hit the 3-run home run. Now at that point it was 4-0, but 7-0, 4-0. That's a pretty different story. It's a big difference. Sometimes umpires just have bad nights. It's hard to, I mean, they're right most of the time, or a lot of the time, but it's hard to, you know, to focus on it. But that was a pivotal part of this ball game, at least to extend the Nats' lead.
Right.
In reality, it was still 4-0 at the time.
And we talked about the offensive struggles of the Nationals, but you know it's in there. That's
right.
the thing. You know at some point they're going to erupt.
Out to left field. Hoskins, you just turned and watched that one go back and out of the ballpark. Another 3-run home run, his second one of the night for the Nats. It's now 10-0.
And right on cue, they're erupting tonight.
That is the 20th home run of the year for Harper. 49 runs batted in.
Up and away, down and in. Lefties, hot spots. And that's as far home run you're going to see straight away left field from a lefty as you're going to see.
Yeah. Now Rendon. Rendon is 2 for 2. Both of his extra base hits came against Nick. And he takes one on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. Popped up foul. It's angling toward the lower level, and it remains 2-2. Braves and the Cardinals are underway. They're in the bottom of the 1st inning. It's scoreless. Gabe is looking at his lineup card because he's probably going to make a double switch with Soto due up next. And Austin Davis warming up in the bullpen. Maikel Franco makes the grab on the soft liner. 1 out. Soto's coming up. And here comes Gabe. So he's not making the double switch. He's just going to get Austin Davis. And that'll be it for Yaxel Rios. Rios goes an inning and 2/3. And he is charged with 3 runs on 2 base hits. So a pitching change here in the top of the 4th inning with the Nats on top 10-0. The pitching change as Austin Davis comes on. Time for our giant home run replay. We have a couple to choose from tonight, but we're going to go with Bryce Harper's opposite field one in this inning.
The fastball up and away off Yaxel Rios. After the walk and the single to Eden and Turner, Harper on those for a 3-run homer. That is your home run replay brought to you by Giant.
Ardison upgrade. He's upgraded to the league lead. How about Jesus Aguilar, what he has done the last couple weeks? Had another 2-home run game yesterday.
Did you see the home run he hit out to left yesterday?
Yes.
I mean, he hit it right off his knuckles, and the ball just carried and carried
Strong
and carried.
fella. Yeah, he's going to be one of those surprise additions, I think, to the All-Star game. All right, so here's Austin Davis. On to face Soto, who is homered. He's also walked, and it's no balls and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike.
Did he do it again? He did. Wow.
He's aboard. That's his second infield hit.
He's loving it. I'd be loving it too if I had a home run and 2 singles and we're only in the 4th.
Yeah. That's going to help the cause. His cause, anyway.
Amazing how hitters, especially those with speed, can smell a hit. Never break stride. I mean, I don't know what else Davis could have done.
Outside to Mark Reynolds. I do think Reynolds is one of those interesting stories in baseball this year because of what he did last year. He had one of his best seasons in a long time, and still, and it has to be this, you know, the strikeouts compared to the walks, but he couldn't find a place to play. I mean, you would think that somebody could have used 30 home runs and 97 RBIs. His on-base percentage was not terrible, .352. He did strike out 175 times, but he had 53 extra base hits. And again, started out in the minor leagues this year with the Nationals because he just couldn't find a job anywhere.
Position-wise, he's limited, but
he's a pretty good first baseman.
Yeah, but that's a lot of home runs. It's a lot of extra base hits, and obviously, give me 97 RBIs any day of the week.
You know, and my thought was, as you see what he did with Arizona during his time there, among the franchise leaders in homers. My thought would have been that an American League team could have used him, because I always think about the dual threat of being a DH and even a first baseman. But it has to be the strikeouts, even though the on-base percentage was not bad.
Not bad at all.
Here's Defoe. He singled his first time up, 1 for 2. That one's over the head of Maikel Franco down to the corner. Soto runs well, so he's going to get to third. He'll be waved home, and he's going to score. It'll be an RBI double for Defoe, and it's now 11-0. Well, this is just one of those nights. Probably could have said that after the 3-run home run in the second inning. One ball, no strikes to Kieboom.
That's a shame too. Real good crowd tonight, anticipating the fireworks.
Coming off 2 good wins.
2 really good wins. And giving the home crowd not a whole lot to cheer about early on.
5-3 on the putout. 8 men to the plate for the second time tonight. For the Nats, they score 4 runs. 3-run home run and an RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. brought to you by your local Ford store. Check every new Ford car, truck, and SUV crossover at buyfordnow.com today. And by WB Mason. Who but WB Mason for fast, free delivery? Nobody does it better. Well, we're not doing a Brady Bunch promo. Those are the guys that have home runs tonight for the Nationals. And there's been some pop in their bat this evening. As Carlos Santana leads it off. Santana skies this one over toward the Nats dugout. He's walked in 6 consecutive games. That's a season high. He is on pace to get close to Bobby Abreu's walk total for one season. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Talk about the world of analytics and sabermetrics. How much money would Bobby Abreu make in today's game? I mean, he made a lot in his career.
He did. There's a line drive base hit to left.
But how much more would he have made? On base percentage, batting average.
Yeah, he would be a sort of a lead by example guy in this era because of his ability to get on base.
Absolutely. Good looking swing by Carlos right there.
Foul back to the screen. Kingery grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And 2. Petty in the back of his mind's thinking, all right, I got 58 pitches. We're in the 4th. Just keep throwing strikes. And maybe I get my first major league win.
I'm liking his chances. But you never know.
Pulled into left field, a base hit. Santana's around second, heading to third. And he'll hold up there. Second and third with nobody out.
I'm going to talk about staying down on a pitch and hitting through it. If he pulls off this ball, he's going to hook it foul, but he hits through it enough where he can keep it plenty fair. Watch him go down and get this. Look at the head down on the baseball. Extension after contact and hits through it. If he comes across his body with that swing, he's going to hook it foul or hit it right at Rendon on the ground. Nice piece of hitting there by Scotty.
And now Cousins. Outside, 2-0. Tapper. Dylan was scheduled to go to Arizona to play baseball and football. His dad was a defensive end drafted by the Broncos back in 1976, and you could see it. You could see it. He would have been a defensive end for the Wildcats. He had football scholarship offers to not only Arizona but also Washington and Boise State. Inside 3-1. He and Rhys Hoskins, I'll tell you, they had a summer to remember back in 2016 when Cousins was the minor league player of the year. And he takes outside ball 4. Well, the bases are loaded. He had 40 home runs that year. Led the minors in home runs, RBIs, and extra base hits. Summer Steal is here, and so is the new Boardwalk Eats Summer Steal. $30 tickets plus your first food or drink on us at Boardwalk Eats. Awesome burgers, specialty hot dogs, and sausage, and other Boardwalk treats. Select games are available, including this week against the Baltimore Orioles. Visit Phillies.com/Boardwalk Eats to get your tickets now. Those fellers look kind of natural on TV, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
There's Maikel Franco with the bases loaded. Franco grounded out his first time up. Inside 1-0. That changeup or splitter dropped in for a strike. Boy, it is packed. Fireworks coming up afterward.
Beautiful night.
Brought to you by Xfinity. Yeah, we should have a pretty good weekend. It's going to be hot. A high bouncer to shortstop. There's 1 and 2. A run scores. 6-4-3 on the double play. And it's now 11-1.
That's what the doctor ordered for Fetty. Gladly give up a run for a double play there.
Now Knapp takes inside. Foul. Look at that sky in the background, man.
Gorgeous.
You get some great shots at this ballpark.
I still think the one the other night with the Yankees here may have been a prettier sky. This is gorgeous. Could be a postcard.
Look, they're having a moment, Ben. It's a beautiful sky.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight.
That's right. Back toward the middle. Base hit for Andrew Knapp, and a run is in. RBI single, second hit of the night for Andrew. Now 11-2. And Austin Davis coming up. Swing and a miss by Davis. Hasn't done a whole lot of hitting during his career. Probably did some at Desert Mountain High School in Arizona, where he grew up. I don't think he hit much at Cal Bakersfield. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Davis strikes out. Inning is over. The Phils do get a couple runs on a double play and an RBI single. We'll move to the fifth. It's 11-2. Nationals on top. Time now for our W.B. Mason deliveries of the game. We're going to go with the long haul here. Everybody in the Nationals putting together 11 runs and 11 hits.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of home runs.
Yeah, I would say that this one right in here is going to pretty much do it.
It's a good circle, Ben.
Well, my finger was sticking a little bit. But yeah, that's a lot of damage on top of that lineup. Here are your W.B. Mason deliveries of the game.
Fetty will lead off the top of the fifth. Fetty is 0 for 2, but I don't think he cares. It's a foul ball. It almost bounced back fair. He's getting a piece of it. And it remains 2-2. Back toward the middle. Kingery right around the bag. One out. We'll go back to the top of the order. From Ryan Howard's power to Chase Utley being the man and everything in between. Relive the season that'll be etched in authentic Phillies fans' hearts forever. World Champions, the story of the 08 Phils, Sunday, July 15th at 8 p.m. right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
I just received a little tidbit from my buddy Billy.
All right.
He said in June there's the strawberry moon, aka the hot moon, because the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, marks the start of summer heat.
Strawberry moon.
Strawberry moon.
So is that why the sky is that shade?
I guess so.
Certainly drawing some attention.
It's a good photo op, T-Mac.
Yeah. You want us to have people take some photos and send it to your Twitter account? Who's got the best photo? Eaton draws a walk. Send it to @Ben_Davis, NBC. What's the rest of it?
NBC
SU?
SP.
SP. That's a nice one. Hashtags cool skies. You know who's going to send you one? I got it. I know it right off the bat.
I'm sorry. It's @Ben_Davis NBCS.
Yes, okay. You know who's going to send you one?
Who's that?
Cindy Webster.
Of course she will.
Yeah. She probably has a good one.
With her 159,000 photos she currently has in her phone.
0-1 pitch to Turner. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Over toward third, a foul ball.
Nice play.
If only we were down there tonight.
She played that Karen perfectly.
Yes, she did. Inside, 2-2. Balls and 2 strikes. Bryce Harper's on deck. Not holding on. Adam Eaton over at first. And strikeout number 2 for Austin Davis.
Good slider there.
And now Bryce Harper's coming up. Time now for the Ram Truck Stump the Fans Trivia Quiz answer. All right, Ben, here we go. What 2 Phillies pitchers led the National League in wins one year and losses the next?
I'm going to say left-handed Steve Carlton.
Steve Carlton is correct, Ben. You've gotten 1.
I'm going to say Robin Roberts.
Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of a Phillies prize pack. And thanks for playing Ram Truck Stump the Fans. If we go through your history, are we going to have any research?
I've had it, Hoss.
You check out your phone. We got any help coming in?
I was getting beautiful photos of the beautiful sky.
How many have you gotten so far?
Let me take a look.
I know you got 1 pretty quickly. Off the end of the bat, up into that beautiful sky. Dylan Cousins comes running in, and he makes the catch.
Only gotten 2.
Side is retired. Plenty of time. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Hashtag cool skies. Phil's down at 11-2. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the Phils. Visit citizensbank.com. Joey Meneses, a home run and 2 RBIs yesterday. Lehigh Valley lost to Scranton. Reading lost to Erie. Zach Green 4 for 4 with a run scored. Clearwater lost to Daytona. Adam Hazley had a couple more hits. Kyle Young, 7 innings, 5 strikeouts. That tall drink of water. They defeated Hagerstown 7-4. Lehigh Valley is tied with Rochester 1-1 in the 7th. Ranger Suarez made his AAA debut. Struck out 6, scattered 8 hits in 4 2/3. Boy, he had one heck of a month of June down in Reading. As we start the bottom of the 5th, Cesar leads it off. To the Phillies dugout, right down the stairs. J.P. Crawford, I think, corralled it. Pulled down the right field line, and that is a fair ball. 1 hop in the wall. Cesar on his way to second. 12 doubles now for Cesar. All right, get a couple more.
On base 3 times tonight. Ball smoked. Good swing, short swing. There's that cutter again, T-Mac. Talk about opponents hitting .429 coming into tonight's ball game on that cutter.
And he throws it a lot.
Yeah. His mannerisms are eerily similar to Scherzer's. And the way he flips the ball out of his glove to his bare hand when he gets it back from the catcher. I mean, even out of the stretch right here, it's almost to a T. You do want to emulate anybody, Max Scherzer is the right guy to do it.
Interesting though that they talk about Scherzer, and some people say they wouldn't teach those mechanics in a lot of ways, but he repeats them so well.
One thing Max does so well is he uses his legs.
Yes.
That's how he's able to sustain his velocity throughout the course of a ball game, throughout the course of his career.
I watched him throw a bullpen today. He threw it in full Nationals uniform. It wasn't about a piece top or anything like that.
I love watching that man pitch.
Yeah, he's been a great pickup. They're paying him a lot of money, but he's been well worth it. Two-two pitch coming to Hoskins. Inside, 3-2. It's 3-2. Nice effort. A jarring run into the top of the railing.
Keep working.
Pulled to the left field line, foul. Ooh, that would have been a good one, Ben. You would have dove for that one.
Absolutely. I would have backhanded that, picked it, given it to a youngster.
Ben is timing pitches up here in the booth, just trying to pass the time. Did you get him down?
I got him down.
Ground ball, foul.
He's seeing everything. Really?
I have no control over the camera, Ben. But you do have to decide whether you're going to bet right-handed or left-handed.
I definitely go lefty against a righty.
Uh-oh.
You might have a dented camera. Birdie, all right down there?
Andy, where's the baseball? Ooh. Mark DiNardo's not going to be happy about that. 13th pitch of this at bat for Reese. Another one fouled. Come on, Reese, win the battle here. You got to run all the pitches back through your head if you're Reese. All right, what did he give me here? What did he give me here? I mean, it's 11-2. You would think he'd get a fastball. Out toward left center field. On the run is Harper. It is gone. A 2-run home run.
Just got to talk to a little bit, T-Mac. That's called winning the battle.
14 pitches. That is 14th home run of the year. It's 11-4.
Kick mule. Boy, that came off hot. Talk about seeing everything he had.
Yeah, just going over that little railing in left center field above the State Farm side. He fouled off 8 pitches.
Eric Fetty saying, you know what, Reese, I'll tip my cap to you. You got the best of me in that one. That was a missile.
And O'Dougall takes inside. One ball and 1 strike. 14 home runs, 50 runs batted in. And we are just about at the midway point of the season.
I just don't know why you want to give us away a strike like that. It's a 1-1 count. I mean, you're taking the pitch no matter where it is. If it's strike, you're doomed.
2-2. Hundred pitches, but man, 14 pitches to Rhys Hoskins. An incredible at bat. One foul ball after another. A couple of hops out to Defoe. And here comes Santana. Could be, I think that's the longest at bat he's ever had. I mean, I mean, that's about not giving up at bats when you're down 11-2. Santana is the same way. Walked in the first, singled in the fourth.
I mean, Reese was hanging on by the skin of his teeth.
Yes, he was. And
Little
he saw
dribbler. And
saw every pitch. One ball and 2 strikes.
good swing. Quick.
Out toward center field. Harper on the run, and he will get there.
I think that ball just got in on him a little bit, T-Mac. Just a little bit.
And now 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Didn't have that crisp sound to it, you know? He's had some really good jumps in center field tonight. Yeah, just in a little bit. See, just above that pine tar line. Still carried pretty good.
Kingery is doubled. He's also grounded out to third, so 1 for 2. We won't see Scherzer, at least we're not expected to in this series. Kingery out to right field. Eaton's going back. It is gone! Second home run of the night, or of the inning, I should say, for the Phils. It's now 11-5.
Just watching Eaton in right field. It gives it a courtesy step or two, but that's it. That ball was smoked. Scotty, jetpacks.
Home run number 4 for Kingery. 2 extra base hits tonight. And here's Cousins.
Much like the breaking ball, he stayed on his last at bat and drove down the left field line. He stays on this one and drives it. Heck of a play by the fan there. It drives this ball out to right field. They're doing everything in their power to keep feeding this ball game so you can try and get a W. But see that pitch count at 109.
Well, the lead is down to 6. On a night where the ball is jumping, and we've seen home runs for both teams now. Good swing by Kingery.
Boy, he used his legs nicely. Good follow through.
And rating seeds.
Take that, skipper. Even the skipper gets doused with seeds.
Well, we'll take it if they can keep scoring some runs. Like Cousins is closer to the plate this game compared to earlier in his time with the Phils. That's a good thing.
I think it's a very good thing. I mean, there were some pitches away that we've seen it like he couldn't even reach them. And again, he's a big man, he's a big bat, but I mean, he was so far off the plate, it just almost looked like it was impossible.
Grace is ready to come in if need be. Outside corner, 1-2. ...36 pitches in this inning. 27 strikes because of the 14 pitches that Rhys Hoskins saw. The majority of those were strikes. Hoskins 14 pitch at bat, 8 foul balls. And down low, 2-2. Those two guys so close, Kingery and Hoskins. They have both homered tonight. Outside corner. Strike 3 called. It's been a dancing strike zone tonight by Paul Nart. Cousins goes down looking. Phillies scored 3 though. We'll head to the 6th. Remember, Zach became the first Phillies pitcher to record 5 wins in a month since Cole Hamels did so in 2012. His 5 wins consisted of a 1.76 ERA, an opponent's average against of .218, 28 strikeouts in 30 2/3 innings pitched, and 0 home runs. Eflin's wins were of the highest quality, coming against the Cubs, the Brewers twice, the Nationals in D.C., and the Yankees. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Well, Rhys Hoskins tonight and Scott Kingery have each homered. They did so in the 5th inning, so now it's 11-5. Austin Davis delivers high. Ball and 1 strike. And it's 2-1. Well, you need a big inning here from Austin Davis just to keep the Nationals lineup quiet. That one's hooked toward the corner in left field. It stays in the yard. It's a 1-hop off the wall. And Rendon will get to second base with his 2nd double of the night, his 3rd extra base hit. And Juan Soto's coming up. Let's check in with Greg Murphy. Murph.
All right, thanks, Tom. Well, throughout the month of June, NBC Sports Philadelphia has been exploring fair play, which is the state of youth sports in Americas. Before they were major leaguers, they were, well, young guys playing Little League. So I ask you guys, we're going to end on a tough one. Who is this? Give you a little time to think about it, and then we'll pay it off.
Who is that?
Huh. Currently on the disabled list, Greg?
Yes.
I think I know.
Pitch is high, and it's 1-0 to Soto. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Operative word there is I think. not positive.
Yeah. Currently on the disabled list. It's a balk on Austin Davis, so that will move Rendon over to third. I think Austin knew it.
Did he do?
Yeah, he never.
He just forgot to step off.
Step off, yeah. He stopped and then stepped off. Two and one to Soto. Nice pitch, 2-2. Got him. One away. Third strikeout for Davis. All right, Murph, what do you got, buddy?
Well, I don't know. What do you got? Who do you think that is?
I say it's Pat Neshek.
Okay, Tom.
I honestly don't know.
All right. Well, then we'll go with Pat Neshek.
Huh.
That's who it is.
What
Nice
gave
job.
it away, Ben?
What's that?
What gave it away?
The eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to give you a little thought on Pat's Little League career, he said he loved baseball right from the beginning when he was a kid, playing ball and trading baseball cards with his friends. And today, even as a big leaguer, we all know Pat remains an avid baseball card and autographed sports memorabilia collector. He also continues to trade autographed baseball cards with the fans back home. And right now is warming up to go into the game in Reading for a rehab assignment.
Yeah.
So we'll maybe get word on how he does tonight.
Reading's up 9-1 in that game. Hopefully, if he's healthy when he comes to the ballpark tomorrow, they will get a chance to activate him. 3 balls, no strikes to Mark Reynolds. With a runner at third, the infield is in. Popped up out to right field. Tagging at third is Rendon. Cousins is under it. He's got a good arm, and he'll let it fly. Heading to the plate, a little too high. And Rendon slides in safely. Sac fly, and it's 12-5.
Just got under it a little too much. I mean, he gets that ball down a little bit more. Something for Andrew Knapp to work with a little bit better. But we're going to check in. Oh.
Got a double switch coming on.
Yeah.
Gave Kapler out to talk to Paul Nart. So Arano's going to come in to pitch for the Phils. And Aaron Altair is going to go into right field for Dylan Cousins. So a double switch here at the top of the 6th inning. The Phillies down 12-5. see this year.
Fastball, slider, change up there, another change up, another change up, fastball, fastball, and then a litany of breaking pitches, off-speed pitches.
And I got to tell you, Ben, after that the second fastball at 95, everything else was in the zone. So that's why this at bat was so much better, because there were so many pitches that were in the zone. Every single one is within the box. So that's where he stands out, being able to stay alive.
And then he gets a little cutter away at 86 and shoots out to left center. An amazing at bat.
So here's Arano delivered to Wilmer Defoe. Aaron Altair comes into the ballgame to play right field. Defoe takes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball out to left field. Rhys Hoskins has it all lined up. And the inning is over. 1 run on the sac fly by Mark Reynolds. That's charged the line of Austin Davis. Middle of the 6th, the Phillies trail it 12-5. Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Valle Honda dealer. Visit DelValleHondaDealers.com. And by Jefferson Health. Call 800-JEFF now or visit JeffersonHealth.com. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nationals 12, Phillies 5. And Matt Grace is the new pitcher for the Nationals as he takes over for Eric Fetty. And he'll face Maikel Franco, Andrew Knapp, and then Aaron Altair. He came on as part of a double switch. Grace took a sweet old time to get into this ball game. So he's just finished up his warm-up tosses now. Franco tonight is 0 for 2. He's grounded into a double play and now to third. This one's toward the hole, cut off by Rendon. And here's Andrew Knapp, who is 2 for 2.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Rendon over the years is his ability to get to balls is one thing, but when he throws it across the diamond, I mean, it is letter high to the first baseman every time, seemingly every time, with something on it too.
Yeah, that's why when they made the move from Zimmerman from third over to first, it was easy because they had Rendon to move from second to third. And Zimmerman was having so many issues throwing the baseball. One to Andrew.
If Andrew can get one here from the right side, he's got a couple from the left side. I have to give Andrew some credit. You look up at his batting average, 218, but where he came from, it was a struggle for him offensively early on in the season. But the improvements that he's made, I said on the post-game show the other night, it just seems like his bat speed has increased.
Yeah, shortened up his swing a little bit.
And I have noticed that he's been off the knob of the bat a little bit more. But it just seems like the bat is a lot quicker through the zone from both sides.
Well, I think part of it is that he's getting more playing time, but which came first? Was he hitting better, or is he getting more playing time, which led him to have better swings?
See him up off the knob of that bat. But all the credit in the world to Andrew.
A little out in front, 2-2. Well, his average hit its low point on April 29th. He was hitting 170. Now, since then, he's only at 231, but it's obviously a big jump. Since the 1st of June, he's at 273. That's where the jump really came. Now he's down looking on strikes here. Now there are 2 outs, and here comes Aaron Altair. Altair the opposite way foul. Nice grab. Atlanta and St. Louis have gone to the 5th inning. They're scoreless. That game started an hour later than ours. Atlanta leads the division by 2 over the Phils, 4 over the Nationals. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball to shortstop. Trey Turner's up with it. 1-2-3 go the Phils. Fireworks night, the first of 2, brought to you by Xfinity. There they are. They're all ready to go. Great crowd on hand. We'll see the fireworks. Now the Phils watch the Nationals score 4 in the first, 3 in the second, and then 4 in the fourth inning before they got going offensively. Nick Pivetta an inning and 2/3, 7 earned runs. He allowed 6 earned runs earlier this year against the Nats. Yeah, the fireworks are firing off. Just a little taste for the fans here at the ballpark. There's a look from above. Beautiful. Breaking ball. Thibaut Mazol for 3. He struck out, flied out, and grounded out. And he loops that one over the head of Cesar for a base hit. So he starts the 7th against Arano with a single. And Brian Goodwin now will pinch hit. So 1 inning for Grace. Foul ball, 1-1. Breaking ball, 1-2. Good pitch.
Yeah.
Goodwood is down on strikes, so 1 out here in the 7th inning. That was a really good pitch. I mean, the movement on it, and that's the thing about Arano. When his slider is on, it is a difficult pitch, and there's so much data now. I mean, look at the rotation on this.
But he has the ability to throw a slider that has downward break,
Yes,
like this one, and more of a lateral break to some righties. That's an excellent pitch. Tight spinning.
But there's so much data. I find it interesting. I don't know if anybody else does, that there are times where you see him come in a game and you wonder, well, why him at this point? And it's partly because, you know, they look at his slider and see how good it is, and they look at how deficient some of the hitters are against the slider. So they think, all right, let's see if he can match up against him. That's a bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. There it is, 1-2. Zach Curtis in the bullpen. Over toward third and past Franco, knocked down by Kingery. Well, that's a leadoff hitter base hit right there. And it puts runners on first and second for Trey Turner.
But again, just put it in play. You know, you don't need the big swing with 2 strikes on you.
outside, 1-0. Ball gets away from Knapp, not too far. Fly ball left field, not deep, playable for Hoskins, who got a good jump to read it, and it was hanging up there pretty good. 2 away.
Nice pitch in there on Turner.
Yeah.
We saw Aaron Nola attack Trey Turner last night. A couple fastballs in.
All right, so a double switch now for the Phils as Curtis will come in to face Bryce Harper. And Jesmuel Valentin is coming in to play right field for Aaron Altair. All right, so we got a pitching change here at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies trail at 12-5 in the top of the 7th inning. Right now, and it's moving pretty quickly. Call 610-520-3400 or go to philliescamps.com for more information. Many weeks and locations to choose from. It's for boys playing softball and girls playing baseball, or boys playing baseball, girls playing softball, ages 6 to 14. Well, if you're interested in playing baseball, come on out. You can play baseball there too. Again, go to philliescamps.com for more information. Zach Curtis, a 2.16 ERA, on to face the lefty Bryce Harper with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Arano goes 1 inning, 2 hits. He's responsible for the 2 base runners. Just missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Fifth pitcher used tonight by the Phils. That's at the knees. Nice story in The Athletic by Megan today, Megan Montefiore, about his, growing up and then eventually becoming a big leaguer. Everybody has a different story. One ball and 1 strike to Harper. 2-1. Two and two. Two and two with runners at first and second. Fouled away.
Juice on that one at 94. There's that man sitting in the box to get your juices flowing.
Yeah, it's a big battle. Lefty on lefty. Trying to prove you belong. In the dirt, 3 and 2. Rendon's on deck. Runners will be off with 2 outs. There they go. Ball 4. And here's Rendon. A high fastball, 2 and 2. See if he winds up going to that same spot with the count 2 and 2. Rendon's had a heck of a night. He's got 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, a 3-run home run. One of 2 3-run home runs for the Nationals, who have 2 2-run home runs as well. And with the bases loaded now, they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He went outside the zone. And the Nationals leave him loaded here in the 7th inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 walk. Time to stretch. The Phillies down by 7. powered Liberty Bell, free to kids 14 and under, like that little guy right there, or that little lady. Visit Phillies.com to order your tickets right now for the Phils and the Nationals on Sunday. Brian Goodwin will take over in right field for the Nats. And the new pitcher is left-hander Tim Collins. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Somebody wants a baseball, Ben. Those little guys.
Someone got one.
Yeah.
Very disappointed.
Yep. All right, so Collins will face Cesar, who has been on base 3 times. Some of those little fellows, little ladies, are trying to stay awake for the fireworks show coming up after the ball game. First of 2 today and tomorrow. First pitch outside corner. It's 0-1.
Cesar's had a very good night. 382 OBP. Wow.
0-2. Sean Doolittle, right in the middle. Jersey native. Brendan Kinsler. Cesar stays alive. Out to center field. Harper comes in. So 1 out here in the 7th inning. And here's Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins is 1 for 3, a 2-run home run his last time up. His average up to 261, 14 home runs, 50 runs batted in. Now this after being on the 10-day disabled list at one point. Back of the 5th inning, this is a 14-pitch AB by Rhys Hoskins. That resulted in a home run.
It's a little slider down and away and barrels it, and it's in the front row left center field bleachers.
Popped to foul. 0-2.
I should say seats, left center field seats.
Yeah, no bleachers here, Ben, except for up on the Budweiser rooftop. That's where you got some benches, some bleachers. The dirt, 1-2. That's a bouncer. That one's a rocket foul. And ball 4.
Wow.
A one-out walk. That's some good at-bats tonight. Yeah, it's good. It's a great sign that Rhys is continuing what's been a heck of a run since coming off the DL. 4th full count for Rhys Hoskins tonight. Last 2 at-bats, he's seen 22 pitches. And now Odubel Herrera, who is 0 for 3. 0 for 6 of this series. 0 for his last 19. Which again is incredible to think about. The knees, 1 and 2.
Slow curveball.
Little dribbler in front of the plate. Odubel trying to leg it out and cannot. Up to second base goes Hoskins. 2-3 on the putout. And now Santana's coming up. Santana pops it up foul toward the Phillies dugout and out of play. Inside and low, 1-1.
Oh my!
Down the left field line. If it's fair, it's long gone. It is gone. Long gone. A titanic 2-run home run by Carlos Santana.
Heads up, H.
It is now 12-7 here in the 7th inning. His 14th home run of the year.
this. They just missed one from the left side. T-Mac, and boy, this ball goes a long way back in the fifth, flies out center field wall. And this one is, it's a perfect adjective, T-Mac, Titanic. Woo!
I mean, that ball, there are very few baseballs that we've seen hit out into that area. Exit velocity was 104, but more the distance down the left field line. As Kingery loops one into left field, that'll drop for a hit. He may think about two. No, he's going to hold up at first. It was kicked by Soto. And Kingery has a 3-hit night. He's a triple away from the cycle. And here comes Jeswell Valentin. 422 feet for Santana. Raining seeds again.
I've never seen a manager take the brunt of a home run celebration.
Gabe hasn't broken stride on any of it. He likes that kind of stuff, though. He likes that celebration.
He likes a little banter.
Mm-hmm. Valentin up for the first time tonight. Takes a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Said that the distance was 422. I don't know where it bounced. I mean, it went past the back row in left field. Left to the mound. And the inning is over. But the Phils get a couple more. They make it a 5-run game. Certainly within reach in the next couple innings. For Carlos Santana, it's his 4th home run in the last 10 games.
Just not going to see him any farther than that, big guy. 12-7, Washington.
ShopChooseNissan.com and by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. I got to tell you, there's some funny moments at the ballpark if you just look.
You want to know how loud this home run is? Look at my man right here. He's out of it. Out of it.
And then watch him.
Look, he circled right here, right? So take a look. As we roll forward, you want to know how loud this is? What? Oh, I'm awake. What happened? Love it.
Oh, that was great. That was funny. All right, now you need a scoreless inning. Because you know they're a little antsy in the Nats dugout. It's still a 5-run lead. And they have some pretty good weapons. Herrera, Doolittle. 1 ball and 1 strike.
All right, Coach, what do you say, baby? Here it comes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Woo! Man, oh man, you're 3-9. The letters in the knees, isn't it? They changed the rule. Hold you, Juan. Hold you. This kid's unbelievable.
And a strike 3 called. Soto can't believe it. Looked pretty good from up here.
He really spreads out and gets in that crouch with 2 strikes, doesn't he?
Yeah, 1 out. Let's check in with Murph with the Major League Notebook.
All right, Tom, brought to you by the University of Maryland, University College, and the Rangers' Shin-Soo Choo continues to get on base at a record clip. Leadoff walk today, his 41st game in a row that the DH for the Rangers has gotten on base safely. It's the longest streak so far this season, of course, eclipsing Odubel Herrera's, who ended his at 40. And how about Mets outfield prospect Tim Tebow getting the nod to go to the AA All-Star game? Yes, he has earned it. Actually, he's played very well in the month of June. He's batted .318 in June. He's got a handful of home runs as well. So he has headed off. He is one of 5 Rumble Ponies, AA team for the New York Mets, headed to the All-Star game down there. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, there was a story the other day about Tebow and how he's evolving, you know, right before their eyes. Now, obviously, you can just look at the numbers without watching him play. His numbers, I mean, he's obviously got the pop, but only 5 home runs so far, but hitting .261. It's not bad. He's got 18 extra base hits.
Good eye, 3-9.
Yeah, Tom, the one number that may be working against him ever getting up to this level is age 30 at this point.
Correct.
Obviously got a very late start. That All-Star game, by the way, is in Trenton, New Jersey.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
3-1. And Tebow, there's a young man by the name of Tommy who is the bat boy for the Trenton Thunder. And Tim Tebow requested him to be the bat boy of the Rumble Ponies when he was in town last week. And it was a really neat scene if you ever get a chance to see some of the articles on it. There's ball 4 and a close pitch. Well, that's a pretty nice venue to have the All-Star game, the AA All-Star game. And it does kick up interest a little bit because he does draw. There's no question about that.
You say when you spent your time there, it was a very big ballpark. Is it still?
Yeah, same size.
Plays
Yep.
as big?
Yep. I mean, it's fair. You know, it's not Death Valley, but it's fair. As a line drive caught by Kingery. 2 outs. And Keyboom is coming up. Young man who was the bat boy is Tommy Smith.
Rumble Ponies.
Tommy was part of the Special Olympics program, and part of his health. No balls, 1 strike to Keyboom. One.
Mark Reynolds, the only member of the Nationals lineup that does not have a hit. He does have a sac fly.
pretty, Zach. That was pretty. I wonder what's coming next. It's not fighting tonight. Are you hungry?
Two balls and two strikes. And a foul ball. In the Phillies' bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be Franco, Knapp, and then the pitcher spot. Swing and a miss. Two-seam fastball. 3 strikeouts for Curtis. One man left for the Nats. On to the bottom of the 8th. Can the Phils get some more runs?
Zach, way to go!
Game.
Off the bat of Michael Franco, Anthony Rendon charging, firing a strike on the Mark Reynolds at first base. Gets it on the short hop, walks through the ball. Watch how he works through it right there. Excellent play, excellent throw all the way around. That is your Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
All right, so Michael Franco will lead it off as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see if the Phillies could keep on tacking on. So since the Nats scored their 11 runs, the Phils have outscored them 7-1. Obviously, it was a huge hole for them to dig out of, but got 2 innings to work with. You got a guy that's given up runs this year in Sammy Solis, who's coming out of the bullpen. Down the right field line out of play. Nick Williams is lurking. He'll probably pinch hit. Pitcher spot is due up third. Hector Neris warming up with the pen. Nice grab. To the Hall of Fame club. Swing and a miss. Franco strikes out. And one away. Here's Knapp coming up. Herrera now loosening up in the pen. Braves have taken a 1-0 lead over St. Louis. Out in front, and it's 0-1. Check swing 2-2. Phillies certainly aren't giving any at bats away tonight. 7 runs on 10 hits. Fly ball right field, Goodwin. They'll get under it. 2 away. Here comes Nick Williams. Runs by Soto, Rendon, Harper, Trey Turner. Williams 10 for 21 as a pinch hitter, 476. He hasn't had many duties as a pinch hitter recently because he's playing more.
That's just remarkable.
Yeah. Two-0 pitch. 3-0.
Hey, shit, I'm talking about.
I think he's taken here, but who knows?
He's got to be.
Here we go.
And he was 3-1.
We'll give you one, Sammy. We'll give you one.
Outside ball 4. So a base runner for Cesar. Cesar takes inside. field to shortstop, and Turner has it. And that'll wrap up the 8th inning for the Phillies. So they get a base runner. They do not score. We have played our first 8 innings. We go to the 9th. Nationals 12, Phillies 7. We might have a preview of some fireworks. Phillies post-game live. We'll break down Nick Pavetta's inning tonight, inning plus, and the offense by the Nationals. Also talk a little bit about Rhys Hoskins and Scott Kingery. All that's coming up on Phillies post-game live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance.
Definitely a lot to talk about in this one.
Yeah. Here's Hector Neris. Neris, a 5.59 ERA. Brian Goodwin will lead it off. Talked to Hector for a while the other day. Asked him about, some of the things that he worked on down in AAA, because it was a short period of time and it was only a couple of games. But there was a lot of work that was done as that ball was smoked deep to right center field, and it is gone. Goodwin's home run makes it 13-7. Boy, they see something with Hector. I mean, they have not missed this year against him.
That's an absolute ambush there.
And now Michael Taylor.
First pitch fastball. Goodwin not waiting around to see that splitter.
(13-7). Foul tip. Anyway, a lot of the work was done off the mound on side sessions with Dave Lundquist, the pitching coach down in AAA. There's a liner out to left, right at Hoskins, and one out. And also with the help of Pedro Beato, who is the closer for Lehigh Valley, set the all-time saves record last year at Lehigh Valley, veteran pitcher who we've seen up here once or twice. And I asked Hector about that. I said, what did Pedro bring with some of those sessions? He said, well, it was good because while Dave Lundquist was working on mechanics and keeping his body in a certain spot, which was extremely helpful, he said, he said Pedro would see something and remember how they worked out in the offseason, because they work out together in the Dominican Republic, and would remind Hector to do it the right way instead of the way he was doing it. And he said that really helped him not only be comfortable, but it also helped him kind of find that split, which had been eluding him in the games and weeks leading up to his demotion to AAA.
Always nice to have a couple guys, couple friends in your corner.
Yeah, even for positive reinforcement.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I know these guys play baseball for a living, and they're the best in the world playing in the majors. But sometimes even the best in the world have cracks to their confidence. That split floated a little bit, and Turner has his 3rd hit of the night. And Bryce Harper will be the hitter. Every time a Phillies pitcher reaches 95 miles per hour or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. Five home runs tonight for the Nationals. They had 12 coming in the month of June. Tomorrow will be on at 6 o'clock. Vince Velasquez on the mound for the Phils. Three and 0. Boy, the teams in the East really have teed off against Hector this year. I mean, one game against the Mets, 3 earned runs. 2 games against the Nationals, 3 earned runs. 6 games against the Braves, 3 earned runs. The only one he's figured out is Miami.
A lot has to do with the fact that you play these guys so much, you face them so many times, you get accustomed to different patterns, different release points, and just basically how you see a certain pitcher. The more times you see him, the better off you're going to be.
That's off the glove of Knapp. It's ball 4. And now Rendon. There's nobody warming up in the bullpen. And now Rick Kranitz and Sean Fakasny will head out to the mound. Gabe Kapler is there as well.
Kranitz saying, "You be honest with me."
Said he's okay. They're going to let him throw. Michael is there. They probably said the same thing.
Michael and Hector very close. Still is only June 29th. You don't want to do anything stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
ball, and it's 0-2. Ball got a piece of nap. They give him some extra time. Swing and a miss, 94. And that was up in the zone, 2 outs. And here's Soto.
Nice to see Hector get ahead and stay ahead. Put him away.
Soto tonight is at a home run and 2 infield singles. There's a strike, 0-1. Out to center field. That is well hit. Odubel's going back, and it is gone. That is a bullet.
Goodness.
That is the second home run of the night for Soto. It's the second time in his short big league career he's had a 2-home run game. The other time was the last time he homered before tonight against the Yankees. And Ben, that is the third 3-run home run of the night for the Nationals.
Projected distance 419.
6 home runs.
I've seen a lot of balls go out to center field here. Never one get out as quickly as that one.
It went out fast.
Exit velo 111.
16-7. That ball is hit well. Wow, that is a long home run into the second deck. Hector has allowed 3 home runs in this inning. It's 17-7. Somebody threw that ball back, and it came out a long ways. 7 home runs.
Pitch just Reynolds couldn't ask for a better one there. That was a splitter. Very rarely you see a ball go up there.
Plus they go back to back, and now Defoe.
I said Reynolds was the only one in the lineup without a hit. He just got his.
18 hits. It ties the season high for the Nationals. Well, again, said it before. We'll say it again. It's just one of those nights. Up the third base line. Swing and a miss. So the inning is over. The damage done, though. 5 more runs, 3 home runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Nationals up 17-7. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Phillies are down 17-7. Justin Miller will take over for the Nationals. .890 ERA for Miller. He's 5-0. Phillies have allowed 7 home runs tonight. That's tied for 4th most in a single game. The most is 9, which they did back in 1999 against the Reds. They did 8 twice. That was in 2015. This is the 5th time they've allowed 7 runs or 7 home runs in a game. Rhys Hoskins will lead it off as we go to the bottom of the 9th. How about that Reynolds one?
Yeah. I mean, it was a big one.
You know, we've seen some long ones tonight. Santana's was long. Obviously, Soto's to center field was long, but, you know, it's not often that you'll see one into the second deck. Unless it's batting practice. All right, so Rhys Hoskins leads it off. Hoskins is a homer tonight. He's walked. And he fouls it away. Braves have added a couple more and now lead it 3-0 in the 8th inning. Popped up.
That's a high one.
Yep. Trey Turner's under it. And he makes the catch. Here's Odubel. Odubel's 0 for 4. And Odubel sends it the opposite way. Soto is under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. All right, now Carlos. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Reminder again, tomorrow is a 6 o'clock start. Inside, 2-0. That one's pulled out to right field. Goodwin on the run, and he won't get there, but it's foul. And now it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Carlos. Well, you got to turn the page quickly and get your mind right for tomorrow night's ball game. Phillies got a great outing last night from Aaron. Obviously not as much tonight from Nick. They went less than 2. Foul back, 2-2. Got himself some good swings going on.
Yes, he has the entire night.
And a strike 3 called. Santana's down looking, and the ball game is over. Washington has evened up this series with a 17-7 victory over the Phils. Rendon homered. Soto hit 2. Trey Turner hit a bomb early. Bryce Harper homered the opposite way. Mark Reynolds hit a blast into the second deck, and Nats offense is our Chevrolet players of the game. 17 runs, 18 hits, 7 home runs. A season high in runs and home runs. I would hope so.
I really just like you right now.
So the Phillies lose game 2. 17-7 the final score. A lot of guys hanging out and thinking right now. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.